Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of old sheet music. This is a Scarf Dance. This is by Cecile Louise Stephanie Chaminade, Opus 37. As you can, well, probably not see, but because my camera is not focusing given that my room is dark. But a student has drawn a lipstick and blush upon her otherwise black and white portrait, which I find to be funny. This is from 1918, and it does have a biography here. Ambrose Thomas, the composer of the opera Mignon, in speaking to Cecile Chaminade said, "This is not a woman who composes, but a composer who happens to be a woman." Wow. So there we got some sexism right off the bat. Isn't it amusing, too, that it starts with Ambrose Thomas, even though he's not the guy who wrote this? It's by Cecile. Instead of talking about Cecile Chaminade, it's talking about this guy, and that he thinks she deserves to be a composer, not just a woman. When only 8 years of age, she showed such creative talent that the composer Bizet advised her parents to give her a thorough musical education. Her mother, who was a remarkable singer and pianist, was her only teacher until her 15th year, when she studied with Goddard, Savard, and other notable teachers. Chaminade was 18 years of age when she made her debut as a pianist. Since that early beginning, she has played frequently in the principal cities of Europe, having toured America in 1908. However, her reputation as a composer of elegant and graceful piano music has far exceeded her fame as a pianist, for her grateful piano compositions are played by piano students the world over. And I think it means graceful piano compositions, because grateful piano compositions does not make sense. But it does say grateful. I didn't just misread that. Her other works include compositions for orchestra, concertos, ballets, and over 60 songs. The latter have become very popular with singers. The poetic idea of this piece is, the ballet of the French opera consists primarily of processions, tableaux, and dances combined with gorgeous costumes and scenic splendors. Thus, we may readily perceive the pictorial background of this graceful and characteristic composition. And that time it does say graceful, as I think it intends. Then, as I had mentioned in one of the other videos, it goes into a lot of detail about the analysis and the theory and such things. I'm not going to read all of that, especially since they actually put amusing drawings. I'll try to show you that, rather than just literally saying, oh, it's a 1 chord and a 5 chord, which is actually like super common. It has like this really fancy box around it, and then a fleur de lis around that one, even though it just is telling us that in measure 33 there's a dominant chord. So that's funny if you know about music theory. Okay, so this has more and more definitions on these other pages. The funny thing is it literally has how to pronounce Ambrose Thomas' name before hers, even though he's just the guy who was quoted about her. So like whoever edited this or came up with this like really liked him, I guess, and thought his opinion was more important than telling us about the actual composer of the piece we are playing. So this is a several movement work. The first thing is called Air de Ballet. The second one is called Veil Dance. And I believe there was a third one. Yes, it is just called Scarf Dance. So that is the overall name of the piece, but each movement has different names, if the last movement is the same as the title of the piece. Eponymous. So here we have a fairly long work, so I'm going to play through all of it. It is fairly advanced looking. I have not played it. Don't know what it sounds like. It's not like a famous piece, but I am intrigued by it, so we shall see how it sounds. So there we have Scarf Dance by Cecile Louise Stephanie Chamonix. And actually, it focused there a little bit. You can kind of see the colored pencil someone put on her lips.